guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Man, did you hear about the letter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it. The way he was yelling at Sam, I can believe that there's just gonna be, I don't know,
There's gonna be a lot of fallout.
a lot of four-letter words in there.
Hey guys, we got this letter. It's pink. Kind of smells like CK1. The letter's pink too.
Oh.
Dear guys, I am so very sorry for hitting you guys and calling you names. Hugs and kisses, love, James. Wait, there's something written at the bottom.
You punks.
Dude, this is to all the interns.
Yeah, but I'm not an intern anymore. They hired me. So if I wasn't your boss before, I am now.
Oh.
Hey, I don't wanna go to work today. Wanna stay home and play all my video games on the One Up Show. You know you'll be a star on the One Up Show. You already are. Every day, this life's a holiday. One up, 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 one up on the One Up Show. One up, 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 one up on the One Up Show.
いきますよ。切り抜ける。Get ready, fight!
Nobody knows how long you've been playing it.
Jay, why are you playing this? Again? Why?
What is this hate on you had for this game, dude?
This is like Jiggle Fighter 2006. It's like, it's bullshit.
No, I'll have to review this for EGM. So, this is actual legit work, man.
What do you think you're gonna give it?
Well, I already kind of reviewed it.
So?
So I'm just making sure, I'm basically playing online to make sure like I'm absolutely right about the lag, because it's been kind of laggy here. But dude, let's just say that it's not going to get any awards in EGM this month.
Whoa!
Yeah,
But you can give it like 0?
No, but it's not quite. 6.5. So.
Oh, damn.
Well, I mean, the fucked up part is that like, I gave it a 6.5, but I'm still playing it. What's wrong with this game? Let's like break it down. I mean, what's the matter with the OA4? I mean, if you want to get down to the fighting system, like, you know, there's 4 counter levels. There's 4 counter inputs.
Yeah.
Like, why differentiate like medium punch and medium kick? Because that's like, I mean, that's just, you know, kind of going out of your way to like convolute the system a little bit.
Maybe so, but like at some point you get better at it. Like I thought it was totally convoluted that I would never ever be able to counter anything, and I got a lot better at it. But and I haven't played it that long. I want a fighting game where I have to, make it as complex as possible. No one complained about the difficulty of Virtua Fighter because it was too complex.
I mean, I have to handle this game. It is the great equalizer. Like a beginner can pick it up and probably mash me to death. If you're mashed, you're offensive and you're unpredictable. That's the thing. It's like if you're unpredictable, they didn't know where to block, they didn't know where to counter.
Defense is super difficult in this game.
Yeah, it is, and also like there's so many critical hits. So it's like you get one hit, it opens you up. Like you get staggered, it opens you up for another combo. You know, it's a combo can end on the stagger and then you combo again. It's just like.
But again, there's like always like the excuse of doing slow escapes. You'll get out of the stagger. But that's if you mash like 360s and you hold down the guard.
Fighting games, the end of the day, they're going to be online. Whether or not it's lag free.
Oh yeah, I mean,
whether or not it's lag free right now.
Well,
it may be bad.
Online is this game's killer app. I mean, I don't even feel like unlocking like 7 costumes to consume me, but I want to play dynamic people like strangers.
in Soul Calibur, who wants to play through the game over and over again to unlock like another
Astral's dildo.
You know, 2200 gold or whatever, or yeah, like a stupid weapon. But at the end of the day, the costumes are fun to unlock in Dead or Alive. The different single player variations, whether it's the like a tag battle or team battles or like a survival mode or whatever, those actually make you a better player. And you have online play. So to me, the part that sucks is the fighting engine, which is the best one that Dead or Alive has ever had.
It's the best one in the series.
I reviewed Dead or Alive Ultimate, not for any of the zip sites, but I did review it when it came out. I had to give it an 8. And it was mostly because, all right, look, you're not doing anything new. I still feel like I'm playing the same game that I've played since the DOA 2 came out on Dreamcast so many years ago. But at least we're heading in the right direction. At least we're online now, and this is the way that.
Well, the right direction is online. The right direction is background interaction. The right direction is like huge stages and all that. But I mean, at the end of the day, you do need a fighting engine. I mean, it has to be deep.
I agree, but I think it's deeper. I think it's deeper than the other ones. Like I have much more fun. I have much more fun playing this Dead or Alive than the other ones, and
And this game sucks so bad, but it's so fun. I don't know why. I don't know why I keep playing it.
Yeah. Let's go talk to Milky.
Okay, so like I was playing DOA just now,
right?
And this little dickhead comes in and he's like, "Why are you still playing that shit?" It's like,
which dickhead?
This guy right here. Dick, Richard. Dick.
Oh,
Dick.
Hey, Dick. Dick Lee.
Whatever.
This game pisses me off every day. I curse Itagaki's name every day, but I'm still playing it. And
Right.
I could
You're a
be
big
playing.
Perfect Dark Zero fan. I know you.
Yeah, I am. Well, he was saying like stop playing it because it's gonna fuck up my Soul Calibur game, and I mean I think he's kind of right because
but that doesn't matter. I mean, Soul Calibur's busted up and down.
But Shayla loves it.
I don't know. I mean, I'm having more fun with DOA these days, but even though I think it's fundamentally broken. Anyway, I give it a 6.5 for EGM, probably because I don't think the fighting engine is as good, but mostly because of the various bugs and glitches that are in the game. I wanted to just get your perspective on why it's a 9 and not something lower.
Well, the glitches. I mean, like the online play. I knew that there were going to be some problems. That's one of the reasons why the game got pushed back.
Yeah,
because they were fixing all
the
that
code
stuff
right for some of that stuff. Yeah, kind of wish. I mean, I think it was obvious that Team Ninja was kind of rushed to get it out. You must love it because you give it.
I like it because I've always thought that Dead or Alive is like a really solid fighting game. I don't think it's the best game. I don't think it's the best fighting game. I like Virtua Fighter 4 and Virtua Fighter 4 Evo the most out of any 3D fighting game out there. It's no secret. I tell Itagaki that too. They've been doing largely the same thing between DOA 2 and DOA Ultimate. So my score comes from the fact that they did change up a lot of things.
He's great at exploiting moves. I mean, he finds 3 moves and just.
You're the move exploiter.
No, this
I remember
this
you
guy's
on
teaching me.
Dude, you don't ever play him in Virtua Fighter 4. He'll pick a line, he'll crouch down and away, and he'll peck you in the toe until you die.
Yeah, pecking's good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a poker. When people are like reeling from the pain in DOA 4, you can't throw them, for instance. I mean, they're in their like pain animation.
Oh yeah, I mean, I try to grab somebody and my arms will just go through them, like your arms going through somebody like bass. I don't,
I mean, you could combo them, but I'm not used to it. I'm used to like, all right, they're staggered. I have the option to throw. So. Hey, actually, I gotta go to Ubisoft. They're here with PSP Splinter Cell.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, just come check it out.
Richard, you want to play some DOA 4?
No.
Come on, man.
No.
Why you
shame now.
Why are you going off soft like that?
I gotta do my job.
Whatever.
Look alive. You should be nearing one of the crates now.
So yeah, they just left. we can't talk about current gen. We do have the exclusive footage on the PSP version. We saw that and we played that.
Which was pretty, I think we're probably all in agreement, pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, okay, I mean, so basically the thing that, you know, is immediate is that the graphics look awesome.
Right. And it's got the dynamic lighting, which is not, you know, which is more than a buzzword, which it is in so many games.
Right.
It makes a huge difference in Splinter Cell. And this game really does, like, it sounds like a tagline, but it has it all. It's got the camera controls. It's got you strafing while you're in first person. It's got the lock picking. It's got the zooming in. It's got the gadgets. It's got the different, you know, vision modes. And unlike the DS version, it looks like it's still kind of DS intuitive. Version. Yeah, the DS version, which was a total nightmare. Yeah.
Kind of like GTA, Liberty City Stories, where you hold down the button and you can move the camera.
I think it's a little better just in the camera work because the frame rate's nicer. So when you're moving the camera around, it feels like you're moving around on a console. Right. It's still kind of annoying that you can't, you know, move the camera at the same time. Although there is a separate option for that, so you can like put the camera on the buttons and use the analog to move around. But then that kind of limits the rest of the buttons that you have available to use for gadgets and things.
How much of this is new stuff? Like a lot of the PSP games now, even the Ubisoft games, like the last Prince of Persia was basically the second game, right? Done over.
Well, they said that it's 9 levels for the main story, 2 of which are from old games and 7 of which are new. But then on top of that, there are bonus levels, and those are all like from the old games. So I guess those are ones that probably didn't fit in with the story they were working with or something like that.
So the concept is kind of interesting too. Like it follows Sam Fisher's like career from the Navy SEALs to like a Splinter Cell agent.
I think one kind of funny part about that is, like, I don't know if you know, you guys have ever played a Splinter Cell game all the way through. If right when you finished it and put the controller down, if I asked you, you know, what happened in the story, you would have a hard time telling me what happened in the story, right? And now they're skipping around through the story. It's like, you know, I wonder like how it's going to be keeping track of that story.
I think the effect will still be the same. I think you're going to finish Essentials and you're going to be like, wow, that was some great tactical espionage.
Right. You're not going to be like, oh, that was like a great story told from beginning to end. It was like there were exciting moments to it, but
no, and you know what? That's fine because, you know,
right.
We play Metal Gear for the story. We don't play this for the story. We play for the gameplay.
Cargo. What's the problem? What if the cable broke? If that container fell on us, it would crash us flat. We're standing guard in a war zone. There are NATO...
I was watching you play, and it looked like you had trouble with the controls. Like you didn't know what was happening.
A little bit. I mean, it takes getting used to any time that you switch from a game where you can move and use the camera at the same time to something where you don't. I mean,
well, I thought GTA was not that hard to get used to.
I think this game does it better than GTA. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that I picked up GTA on the PSP, and I was just, you know, carjacking.
Yeah, well,
maybe you're just better at video games than Matt.
That's true. And a big part of GTA is driving cars where you don't need the camera anyway.
True.
I think the lesson, hopefully, that they learned from the DS is it's not always the best thing to carry everything over from the main console game, because the DS tried to do Spies versus Mercs, and it was a nightmare. I mean, it was such a joke. It was so janky.
They made like a couple tiny tweaks to it, but they should have just gotten rid of it.
I mean, it looked like it looked like a bad Jaguar game, and it just played like garbage. I'm actually like happy at the news that they're not trying to recreate this now, just because of that. Bad experience.
You know, I mean, okay.
It would be so cool to be able to get online.
I've just been spoiled by SOCOM, right? I mean, it's like, you know, you can go infrastructure, you can go and play other people around the country, and I mean, why the hell not? I mean, you can just team up with people on the server.
Also, as good as the controls are for the single player game, I'm not sure that those would hold up as well in a multiplayer game.
You know, I kind of wish the PSP had a second joystick.
Like,
second analog.
Yeah, I mean, I think they really dropped it. I mean, they just short-sighted. I mean, it's like, we can do 3D graphics, but you know, we can't do 3D games.
I mean, they had to have thought about it. I mean, it's the easy thing. That's the natural choice. Is okay. Our joystick has it. We're going to be doing a lot of the same games. So I've never really heard what their reasoning was for not
all those
having
rumors
it.
about DS needing a redesign, like screw that. We need a PSP with 2 analog sticks. Seriously, it needs to happen. Greg.
Yeah.
You love sports.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, so we had this Derek Jeter event, and aside from Garnett, you're the only person I know who even knows anything about sports.
Okay.
So, how would you feel about going to interview Derek Jeter for the One Up Show?
Cool.
Yes.
But I just make logos and stuff. I mean, do you?
You're not an artist. You're a jock. You love sports. Can you do it?
I'll try, man.
Just be mellow. Just relax.
Okay.
Maybe you should do what I do. Have a drink while you talk.
Okay.
Ryan's expecting some good footage, so don't let him down, dude.
All
no
right.
pressure.
All right. Not nervous.
Okay.
I got it.
All right, you got it.
Mongo 3 will maintain in visual contact. Enemy target at 12 knots.
I wasn't too enthused by the current, I don't know what to call them, the previous generation versions of the game because, you know, it was Battlefield 2 just came out on PC, and if you're a PC gamer and you've played, you know, Battlefield on PC in the past, like what, you know.
Multiplayer, sure, but man, single player, that game was fun, dude. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, and I'm sure it was, and that, you know, I felt bad for missing it then.
This is a game where, like, single player, it was cool to play on, like, last generation, but even last generation Xbox Live, multiplayer was kind of, you know, it's not quite as cool as PC, right?
Sure.
But now I, like, think of this and I'm going, damn, I got to get this so I can play it on live.
Right, exactly.
You know, screw the single player. I just want to get this so I can play it on live. So
you
it's
want
like,
the achievements, you want the, you
Absolutely.
know, all the unlocks. I mean,
Enemy target. Right before.
you know, I was expecting it to look good. I was expecting it to look better than the Xbox and PS2 versions, which already looked great. It really does look incredible. The gun models are excellent. The reload animations are excellent. You know, we're talking about a game that looks better now.
Dude, the surfaces in that game, every surface, the guns, the environments, the trees, the grass, the ground, the buildings, holy cow.
The textures are great.
The textures. They've had so much time to, like, polish them up. It looks awesome.
Like, when you look at the tanks and the vehicles are self-shadowing, it's amazing. And, you know, to me, what was impressive is that I think it looks better than the PC version. They showed us specifically the hot swap maneuver, which, I mean, you played all the way through Modern Combat on the last gen, so, I mean, is that going to make a big impact?
Yeah, if you haven't played it before, that does make a difference because, you know, like, there were 2 big complaints I had about that game, and they seem to have gotten on both of them. The hot swap was, like, the coolest thing in the world, except it had this wonky limitation where you had to be line of sight to swap. So you knew you could look down at your radar, you could tell there was a guy right where you needed to get to head off an enemy counterattack, but you couldn't get to him because you couldn't see him. So you had to, like, come up with these patterns where I'm like, okay, well, I'll jump to that guy and then I'll jump, you know, screw all that, right? Now you can actually just figure out, you know, going there, the camera snakes along where you need to go and it gets you there.
Charge there!
The sim aspects of the PC game were, I guess, the part that I like least about it.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that's best about Battlefield is the giant open maps, the fact that they're really detailed and beautiful looking, and more
planes and helicopters.
Yep, it's all about the vehicles.
It's all about the vehicles.
It's all about the vehicles, and now we get that experience on the console, which, you know, arguably it was already released on the older consoles, and people could have played that, but there's so much to be said about the live 360.
360
experience,
live.
You know?
Do not hesitate! Go now! Our unit is ready to assume position.
There's not much to look forward to on 360 in these early months. That said, I think we're going to get some really incredible stuff, and strange that it's coming from EA, but it's coming from EA, and I'm really looking forward to a lot of things they're putting out.
3 objectives remaining. Enemy fire concentrated on our area. Cannot move.
Shane, show me the console powered by human energy.
It's loading. It's long
loading.
whatever.
Ryan, what are you doing?
Oh!
I got a nice little Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, is that Kingdom Hearts?
That is. This is the
Nice.
this is the game. This is the game of first quarter right now.
Nice.
I'm pretty psyched about it. So what's the coolest thing you've seen so far? Because all I've seen are like the areas where you're not Sora, and then like there's a Tron level.
I would say there's kind of three different worlds that are really the best ones. Tron, obviously for the reasons why it's basically you feel like you're just like in the movie, like 1982. It's got all like the sound effects and like you're all dressed up with like the neon blue and all that crap. Pirates of the Caribbean, because it's a mix of both. You have like the cartoony characters and like real life. I mean, these guys are spot on. I mean, it's like in fact, like even Johnny Depp acts really like like kind of crazy like Keith Richards and like all that. Yeah, I mean, the voices you'll have to see about the cover. You read a cover story in a month or so. I would say my favorite level so far is Steamboat Willie. The black and white. It's all old school black and white, but not only just like the color, like even the sound effects are like you kind of hear like this running film projector and just like all these like silly noises, like you actually like when Mickey shakes Sora's hands, like all dramatic and like you almost hear like a ringing cowbell in the background. It's really weird. So like those are like the cool things, like the Disney aspects, and then you have like the Final Fantasy characters play a much bigger role, like in just terms of like their plot in the storyline plus what they're actually doing during combat.
Yuffie, 元気そうだな。当たり前だよ。
If you haven't played the first game or Chain of Memories, you'll kind of, through the cutscenes and through the CG intro, you'll kind of learn a lot about this game, or about the story. So, like, people ask me, do you have to play Kingdom Hearts 1 to understand this game? No, actually, you really don't. Actually, the combat, I think, is the biggest
Yeah, how much do they change for combat?
It's not that they changed, they kind of evolved it in terms of like, you have your double team attacks, now you have these things called reaction commands, like you played Resident Evil 4 and Shenmue where it's like kind of quick time events. Well, it's like that, but it's more now enemy specific, so it could be as simple as, like just seeing the triangle button pop up and you swing around a character real fast, or you can actually like throw a guy up in the air, time the triangle button, just slam him down like a basketball and keep bouncing until he dies. It also plays a factor in some of the boss battles. So it just takes another spin. Then you have these form changes, which basically Sora merges with different characters, and depending on who he merges with, either Donald, Goofy, or sometimes both, he basically gains different powers. Some people are saying, oh, is it like Devil May Cry now? No, it's not that complicated. I mean, it's not like that, like, hardcore of a fighting engine, but it's pretty damn complex, and there's a lot of customizing to it. Anybody who liked the idea of the first one, I think really like this game a lot. Like, I was super, I'm a big geek, I'm Mr. Jocko, but I love Kingdom Hearts, and so far, playing through what I've played through, I'm really happy with it. I know some people online are, digging at the ending, but, I want to play it in English before I make that decision.
And when do we get to play it in American talk?
March. Yeah, they're looking at end of March, I think. So it'll be soon. Finally, after what, 4 years or something now.
4 years at least.
I mean, I'll put it this way: I spent my Christmas at home, 10 hours a day, playing it for 4 days, and I actually finished it. And then I went back and started playing it right again. So if that gives you any indication of what I thought of it,
that's cool.
And I couldn't understand a word of it. So boom.
All right. Thanks for your info download. How's the console powered by human energy? Oh, boring. Bye.
Yo, man. How'd it go?
Derek Jeter? It's fantastic.
It was good?
It was good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I'll look for you on the 1UP show later.
Right on.
Can't wait to see it.
I know, it's cool.
Did you guys, like, bump chests and shit, or what?
Yeah, like chest bumps, everything, man.
Sweet.
He's tall.
Hey, man.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Just got back.
How'd it go? This is the Jeter thing?
Yeah.
So, I know it was Greg's first time. Did he do?
Yeah. It was short.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty short.
Short?
Yeah.
I don't want to speculate too much, but then you've been automatically linked to several celebrities. I have a girlfriend, so my buddy Jason here wants to know what's the secret to your success with the ladies.
My secret to my success? I mean, I don't know if you'd say a secret to your success. I mean, I don't know. I'm just being... Don't believe everything you hear. I'll leave it at that.
I know you're on a tight schedule. Can we just get you to say oneup.com where gamers call home and introduce yourself?
Do what now?
oneup.com where gamers call home.
Am I saying like you watching it?
No, I can see you speaking.
What gamers do?
Where gamers call home.
This is Derek Jeter, and this is OneUp.com, where gamers call home.
And then they told us to leave.
Okay.
What did you think?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Well,
yeah.
yeah. It's almost fantastic.